Okay, we're back. Part 2.
Okay, so now that it's been switched to mirror image,
Okay.
it reverses that font so that way it can print for a t-shirt. So just to look again, it's a 1x8 is what we're needing. So we just want to verify our vinyl is the size of that. So if we stick it up here at the top and bring it down, it's 12x12, so it'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and so you got to put the vinyl on the opposite side.
You do have to put the vinyl on the opposite side. The color
Okay.
at the back, and
Color
if it has
back.
white or whatever else at the top. My board is actually losing its sticky, so it's.
Oh, okay. So the boards are normally sticky.
They're
to hold it
sticky
down.
to hold. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
I actually had a little piece of tape up there, which was helping me, but it's okay.
Okay. And what do you do? Just turn power on.
So I just powered on, which is here.
Okay. And you want to explain any these knobs or anything?
This button here will pull your board in. This one here will begin your cut, and then this is obviously the pause.
Okay.
Here you could turn this to whatever you're cutting. So poster board, binded fabric, whatever you're using. So we're using iron on vinyl, so that's where we would be right there in that area. So if we hit continue on the screen here, it should start blinking this icon once it picks up where it's connected. It's trying to check and make sure it's connected to a machine, which it is. Now that button blinks.
Okay, it's blinking.
So if we stick that board here, actually there's my little piece of tape right there.
Okay, a little tape there.
Just because my board is not as sticky. If I clean it, I know it'll work. I mean, be as sticky. So if I push that, it pulls it in, as you notice. And then if you look at the board here, it'll also tell you what to do. So now the C button should start to flash, which it is. So if we look on there, the C button is flashing. That tells us it's ready to cut our job. So if we hit that C button, I'm just going to hold this down because I don't want it to roll when it's time to go in.
Oh, nice.
So it'll start cutting. And that's that. I don't know if my
And it says cutting.
Yeah, and it'll tell you the percentage all the way until it gets to 100%.
Oh, when it's 100%, then it's done.
It means it's complete, yeah.
I like the way it starts in the middle.
It'll spit it out, and then it'll start blinking that button again, telling you to pull your board out because your board is complete.
Okay. And normally it takes, for a couple logos, how many long could it take?
I mean, it's pretty quick to me. It's on fast cut, so I think it cuts pretty fast. I mean, it might take 5 minutes or so.
Okay, because it's already at 13%.
Yeah.
You just started.
It moves pretty quick to me.
Okay, any of these cords, you just got a charger in there.
This white cord is actually plugged to the machine. If you use your phone, you can use Wi-Fi, and you don't have to plug your phone to it.
Okay.
So that's why I use my phone a lot, because I don't have to use a cord or anything like that.
The phone is just with the app, right?
Yeah, as long as it's on Bluetooth and internet, it'll connect to your machine automatically.
Awesome. Maybe we'll do another video with just the YouTube. Yeah. I mean, with the Bluetooth Wi-Fi.
The other thing is making sure your machine is scooted away from the wall because it moves that mat in and out.
Okay.
So that way you're not.
Look at the back of this. Oh, because you got a mat. It's coming from the opposite
the mat
side.
is coming from the other side.
Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bosses building each other up. I like that.
That was actually, I had made it to put on something and I never used it, so I just stuck it in there.
Okay. So you're just kind of holding it, just kind of making.
Yeah, and really you don't have to. Like I said, if the board was sticky, it would keep it completely down. I'm just holding it down so you can see the cut. But I'm going to actually try to clean the board, because they say if you clean your board, it'll readhese that sticky. I haven't cleaned it, and packaging it with hair and things fly on it, it affects the function of the sticky. But it still cuts. I haven't had any issues with cutting, even though, granted, a brand new board, you lay that vinyl down, it sticks like glue, like you have to peel it up. That's how sticky it is. So, probably wouldn't hurt for me to get a new board, honestly, because this
on the board
it shows you like strong grip. So this is a very strong grip. It'll hold onto that vinyl, whatever material it's holding, so that when it's cutting, it got a flat surface, because you don't want it to roll up in there. If it rolls up, now it's cutting multiple layers that can mess up your print. So like one of them look like it's done. It's starting the second one. It's at 36%. So that one's completely done. So it's on the second one, and then it'll move to the
about
third.
About 35% probably for each logo.
Mm-hmm.
33, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Any last tips? Because it sounds like this is great.
Yeah, nothing more. We'll probably do a design just to show how that's done after this is complete. So you could probably come back and report that.
I kind of got questions about like each function. So you got a function that says paper, you cut paper. Function says vinyl, just cut except for like water bottles.
Yeah, it could do the regular permanent vinyl, which is water bottle vinyl. The paper is if you're doing, so say you're cutting out a card or something like that, because you could cut love on a card, or and fold the paper, like cardstock.
Do you
paper.
have to have this on the sticky to do it?
You use a sticky mat as well for all of them.
For all of them, okay. And then the vinyls for water bottles,
you can just use for regular.
And then
iron-on is what we're using
now. And then light cardstock,
which is the thicker paper. Like if you're doing. Say you're cutting something out for a poster board, so say you made words only one piece. If you want to cut that out so you can stick it on the board or something like that, you can use sticker paper.
And then cardstock.
Cardstock, it's a thicker board, so that was a light cardstock and that was regular cardstock. But they come in different thickness for the cardstock.
Bonded fabric, or
so like how they use those leathers for earrings, where they cut, like say they make them into a feather, or the blade could cut that too.
Okay. And then the last one is poster board.
Yep.
And does any of them just print like a word to go on it, or?
It won't print, it only cuts. So you could put a pen in A. So B is for blade. A, you could use an accessory, so such as like a marker or pen, so it can write in cursive on something. So like say you have a piece of paper that you want to write something out. I actually seen on a funny, like a crafty group, a hat. A person said they didn't have a printer for an assignment, and she like had this thing write her whole paper out on a piece of paper because she said she couldn't figure out how to print her homework. So
yeah, I actually like. So B is for cutting and
with the blade, because that's the blade,
and then A is for printing like the words and something.
With if you use like a pen, because you could put a marker in there, like a Sharpie. They have Cricut markers, so like a pink marker, like it came with the marker. I don't think I have it under here, but it came with a marker so it could write.
So what did you do? Just like put your poster on there and then let it write?
So like it could write on your cardstock. So say because the first example project when I first got it was a card. It showed you how to make a card, and it said thank you for basically purchasing the Cricut product. And it was a thank you card. So it had a thicker cardstock. That was sample stuff they had in there, and it wrote thank you, and then you used the marker. So that's how I learned how to use it.
That's awesome. So you can get the font for it.
So it'll show you, because your marker will do everything.
So say we want to make a Kingdom Kids Can Create poster, we could do that.
You could do it.
Wow.
Have some nice writing versus,
versus your hand or a marker or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. Thanks for the tutorial.